Yeah, it's rich in bunly goodness.
Do you remember when you lost your passion for this work?
I invited another friend. I hope that's okay.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to my channel. I'm Reina Creole, and bringing you that spice to sci-fi and pop culture analysis. And if you happen to see an ad right before this video, just a heads up, I am finally monetized. Yes. And interestingly enough, the ad that I saw, who you may have seen the same thing, was for NARS Cosmetics, who's been following me on Twitter for about 10 years. So props to NARS Cosmetics, because I use them all the time. So with that, let me bring up my co-host, Fat Steven Seagal. How are you doing, sir?
One minute.
There
we go. Hi. I'm good. How are you? Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Happy monetization. Now you have someone to go after for a sponsor.
Yes. Yeah. I just thought that was extremely cool. I'm like, wait a minute. That's the cosmetics line that I use. So yeah, long story. NARS Cosmetics, they've been following me for like 10 freaking years, and I always use their stuff on screen. So not a promo for them, but it's a promo. It's a weird coincidence, but a good one.
Well, that's good. I'm glad we got this guest today. It's been a nice day in Canada. We got about 24 centimeters snow over the last 2 days. Mm-hmm. So it kind of gives me the delusion of a white Christmas, because you can't really have mostly peaceful fires because there's snow. So it's all good. How are you doing today? Are you enjoying the fact that you're monetized and now part of the business model that is YouTube?
I am. It's a little bit overwhelming with all the paperwork and all that stuff, but it's fun, and I'm finding out which one of my videos are running with limited ads and which ones are running with full ads. So it's great.
Either way, congratulations. I think you deserve it. You kind of busted your ass. You had a lot of support, and you got it pretty quick. Jamaj and I here got his last week?
He got his literally the day before mine. And the only reason mine took so long was because I guess by the time they finished the AdSense, everyone had gone home on Friday. So my monetization I didn't get the email for it until like 5:40 something in the morning on that Monday. So yeah. So it was awesome. But I'm going to get to super chats, including the very first super chat that I got for this stream and a couple more. But before I do that, let me bring up our guest, Tom from Midnight's Edge. He will be in a little bit. How you doing, Tom?
Good morning. How's everybody doing?
Doing good.
I'm feeling a little X this morning, but I'm all right. I think it's the mask.
Can you breathe well in that mask?
I can't breathe at all. Like, you don't understand. I can barely fit a chicken nugget under this thing.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that would be a problem.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to eat.
Well, I already look like I ate too much, so it's all good. How are you, Tom? How are you doing?
I'm awake. That's about all I can do for now. I'll let you know later on the rest.
All right, cool. You had a great show last night, too, at Toxic Femme, so I enjoyed that. It was good.
Well, that I can't take too much credit for. I didn't do a whole hell of a lot. I just kind of was there.
No. As much as the ladies do all the news, you are also part of the comic relief, because you always get you screaming in the background watching Mary's level of calmness slowly dissipate over time. And it's one of those great things that you guys have chemistry with. So you deserve it just as much as the ladies do.
Yeah, Tom definitely keeps the show together. So
I don't know about that. I probably derail it more than anything.
That's the whole point, that you're having fun, and that's.
But those derailments are freaking fun. I mean, they really are. Especially sometimes if we get a little too serious, and he'll say stuff, and it's I love that show. I mean, one of the best things that I ever got to do was to get a spot on Toxic Femme. So that's why I'm so excited that Tom is a guest with us. And before I get started, I want to introduce the chat. But the first thing that I want to do is go over 3 super chats that I got before the show even became live. So the first super chat that I got was a poop sticker from guess who?
Latino Slant.
No.
Christy.
Yes.
I don't give her too much credit.
Christy, because she sent me a DM and she said, okay, girl, first thing, you accidentally set the time for the stream wrong. I'm like, crap. And then she says, your first super sticker you're going to remember is from me. Your super chat's for me. And it's a poop emoji.
I can't.
Yeah.
I just realized every time now we get a Doomicorn, we can play the Culture Doomicorn video.
That's right.
We can torture him to death until his hair falls out.
Right. But I want to say props to Christy, because Christy is like been there from like day one, before I met Tom, before I met a bunch of other people. And she's like, yeah, you need to do a channel. You need to do a channel. She was like constantly kicking my ass about doing a channel. Oh, you're going to hit this many subs. You're going to hit 500 by then. You're going to hit monetization by whatever. So love you, girl. She's my crazy twinsy. And thank you so much for that 99-cent super sticker. And then I have another super sticker from Larry. Thank you, with a thumbs up. And Larry actually hit me with a $25 tip the day before I put this stream up to go live. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you so much, Larry. That is awesome. I so appreciate it. Great supporter of the channel. Also, Matt G hit me up with a Doomicorn sticker. So that's even, you're going to have to give me that Doomicorn.
I'm going to have to now, because everyone wants to see culture now. That's great. So I think I have something. You keep going and I'll find it for you.
But the first one on screen super chat is RC from the NYC, my Dominican king. Thank you so much. He says, good afternoon, my queen. What's up, chat? Hope everyone is safe. Congrats on another milestone. Well, thank you so very, very, very much. Let's welcome the rest of the chat here. We have Keck44 says, howdy, Keck. So glad you are here. Hey, Latino Slant. No, I think there were about 2 comments before yours. And yes, an ad. Thank you. Yeah, that kind of threw me off, because I'm like usually watching for the stream to start, and then all of a sudden the ad ran. So that was cool. That was cool. I'm excited. And the John Beck says, hi, everyone. It's not a promo. Said like it's not a tumor. Okay.
It's a promo.
It's a promo. It's not a tumor.
Give me makeup. Give me makeup now.
I spend too much money with Norris. Hey, Forbidden Ruin. I see you laughing. Wookiee Supremacy says, congrats on 1K, Lorena. Thank you so much, Wookiee. So appreciate your support for the channel. And there's Jesse Miller at the Crow's Nest says, hey, Wookiee. But thanks, Jesse, for dropping in. I sure appreciate that. Always support Tom. He has a Blu-ray addiction.
Tom has an awesome room. You remember on Florida show, when he was showing the back video games, and all of a sudden Spike took over for a while. So yeah, Tom's like the guy I want to be when I reach that age. Like, when I reach 45, I want to be that cool and dorky. I'm kissing his ass right now.
I just aspire to have a Blu-ray collection like Tom. Honestly.
Yes, I
do. Although I
Tom.
might go to 4K instead, because you have a 4K player, right, Tom?
Yeah, well, it's called an Xbox, but
yeah, I don't have an Xbox, but I saw 4K. I'm like, maybe I should get a 4K player instead.
I mean, it's one of those things where I wouldn't say it feels like the same kind of jump we had from VHS to DVD or from DVD to Blu-ray, but I mean, it has its advantages.
Just get a laser disc. You'll be good.
Well, right now I have my geriatric PS3, and that's the Blu-ray player for right now. So
yeah, it's probably about time to upgrade. Like the one I got is an Xbox One. I got on sale last Black Friday, or actually probably think it was the year before. Now that I think about it, because I had it in a box for almost a year. So yeah, I think I paid like $120 for it, like a hell of a
That's
deal.
not bad. That's actually really good.
Yeah, I might get a PS4 because this one it's like it turns on and then sometimes it doesn't turn on and it'll eat the freaking DVD. I need to just take it out in the back and shoot it, frankly.
Well, PS4 only plays Blu-ray, sadly, but yeah. It doesn't play at 4K.
You can play the record. Okay.
Yeah.
Dang it.
Only the Xbox, but I guess the new PS5 will.
Yeah, I'd wait on that.
Yeah,
one.
I think I'm gonna wait on. I could have ordered.
I've been hearing some weird stories just in general. Like you might order the system, you have a chance of buying it, but you might not even get it because there's stuff going on with the actual delivery drivers trying to switch packages, trying to take the consoles and say they were delivered. There's a whole bunch of stuff going on in the background.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah.
My whole thing is it's new. For me, it was just it would have been cool to have, but new hardware, and I know too freaking much. Hey, Sir Talks a Lot. Thanks so much for joining us. Yes, Sir Talks a Lot is going to be a guest on our show in the next few weeks. Looking forward to that. Tina Bojan says, good afternoon, friends. Well, good afternoon to you, my dear. So glad you could join us.
I gotta take this off. It's hurting my face.
Yeah. Give it a rest.
There we go.
Brutal Morning Wood. Good morning. Well, afternoon now. Popping in late. I was watching Jane Theory's live stream about the vaccine. Yeah, I've heard about it. I'm not getting it. Larry, I got a PS5 for sale, $25,000.
Yeah.
It's crazy, some of the scalping prices for that.
Honestly, I hope eBay and stuff boots these motherfuckers off. Sorry, I just screwed up your thing. Well, it's after 10 minutes.
It's okay. We can always be
after 10 minutes.
It's after 10 minutes.
I managed to keep my mouth shut for about 10 minutes. And I was like, all right, if I keep my mouth shut for about 10 minutes, then I'll manage not to say an F word.
Fudge.
I'm the guy that would say it in church. You know that?
Yeah. Holly for you.
Priest would be up there doing his thing. I'd be like, get a load of this fucking guy.
There's some people on eBay that are not even reading the whole post description correctly, and they think they're buying the PS5, and they ended up just buying the PS5 box, and that's it, just a box.
Oh, well,
yeah.
Caveat emptor.
Yeah, genetic code.
I have been guilty of not reading an eBay post all the way through. I admit that, and you have to learn.
I've done that too. I learned the hard way.
That's how I got a Daniel son that doesn't kick.
Really? That's how I got a fake John purse. It looked good though. No one could tell the difference, but still, that's when I didn't know anything.
Yeah. Hey, Nina.
Hey, Chris the Bliss. Hello, swamp creatures down in the bayou where the alligators roam. Are you down in Louisiana?
Down the bayou.
Bobby Boucher.
God damn it, Bobby Boucher. No foosball. Foosball the devil.
That's why you don't have any friends.
Biggie Valentine, show me your boobs and I like them.
I love that movie.
Gatorade. H2O. Gatorade. H2O. All right, love it.
All right. So what are we talking about here?
Hey, Parrot Head says, good morning, Lorena and Fat Steven. Good morning. Got to say good morning to Tom, our guest. And let's see, Nina Infinity. Hello, my dear.
Morning.
Hey, Lorena Creole. Hey, El. Hello, Tom. Steven, did Nina kill you last night?
No, Nina ratted me out and got me booted right before my last match before bed. Okay. Bastard.
Okay.
I killed her.
All right. Let's see. Hey, Tatsunami says hello, everyone. Hello to you too. All right. So 30 people watching. Thank you so much for joining us. Our guest on the lunch table today is Tom from Midnight's Edge and Midnight's Edge After Dark. And the usual question we always start out with here is, what are your memories of lunchtime at school?
Boy, standing in line, eating cardboard pizza. Fridays usually meant chocolate milk day. Until you got to high school, then you could drink whatever you wanted, of course. Generally just rushing through lunch so you get your ass outside. I think I remember that probably the most. because it was that one, half hour out of the day where you didn't have to adhere to every, sit down, stand up, go here, go there kind of thing.
Be quiet.
Yeah, be quiet.
Pay attention.
Tom, shut up. You're not the teacher.
Mm-hmm. If you're so smart, you come up and teach the class.
They don't like that when you do that.
Stop setting Jimmy on fire.
No,
They
don't.
say
Hey,
it, but they don't mean it.
Because I think one kid said, "Yeah, as a matter of fact, I will come up here and teach."
I was that kid.
You were.
All right, you gonna give me a free audience? Sure.
All right.
You're dumb.
Mm-hmm. You walked right into that one. That's exactly what you did. Yeah, for us, lunch was catered, but most of us, I just brought my own lunch because I didn't want to be bothered unless it was the good pizza, which we did. We had good.
Listen to this lady. It was catered, but
it was.
I just brought my quaint little sack lunch.
It was. I brought my lunch.
I didn't eat caviar every day.
Oh hell no! I didn't eat fish eggs. Screw that.
I know. I'm just sitting here making fun of her. She's sitting here.
No, I have to laugh because it was that kind of high school, like that high school from Mean Girls. Yeah, that was my high school. The high school from the Breakfast Club. That was my high school.
Is that what happens in bigger towns or areas where there's just nothing for the youth to do? Is just they're assholes to each other constantly?
It can even be stuff to do, and they're still a-holes. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's that.
We had all kinds of shit around here to do, like blow up cats and bust up mailboxes and, the typical kid stuff.
Really? I think it's because we were so close to the city, so people didn't want to be identified with.
That's what I mean. You look too close to the city, you don't do anything fun. Commit mass murder on small animals.
Yeah, I didn't have
and or children.
Too many witnesses.
Yeah, it was great being monetized, for that 5 minutes.
Oh God, I forgot about that. Okay.
Oh, we're way into this mess now. Y'all got into this. It's too late.
I didn't get into anything. I didn't even stay in the lunchroom that much. My idea when lunch hit, I would hit my locker, put my stuff away, and then I would be out near it was a church near our school, and we would just play hacky sack, smoke cigarettes, and talk about how much school sucked.
That was high school. We'd go smoke cigarettes or get high or whatever. But
yeah, people go out, smoke, come back,
kill cats.
Well,
I'm kidding. No, there was not a lot of animal murder.
No, we just threw them in front of the cars. The cars did all the work.
We just threw them off the bridge. No,
really?
I think they can swim.
Kidding.
We just
I'm an animal lover. You know that.
Yes.
I know.
We just had people addicted to recreational pharmaceuticals.
Oh, yes, the Ritalin crowd. I love those people. They were my favorite.
Okay. Let's put it this way. You didn't need a prescription for these.
Oh.
Have you ever seen the movie Less Than Zero?
Long time ago.
Yeah. That was my high school. That's all I'm saying. That was my high school. It's crazy. Hey, Dr. Coffin Nails. He says, "Hey, Tom, you got to get Reina on the high council."
Oh, hey, Wes.
I can't say I haven't brought it up.
There was one time that I actually got invited to be on the high council in freaking school.
I was going to say, I think I tried once, but yeah, I didn't want to
say anything. You should have seen, heard the primal scream that I let out when I could not go on because I had homework I had to do. That was painful, but there'll be another chance. I look forward.
Just keep telling yourself that, and you'll be all right. You missed the opportunity that went by. No, I'm kidding. Of course, I'm sure we'll try and make it happen again someday.
Yeah, it'd be great. It would be absolutely fabulous to be on the high council. Love
it is
that
such
show.
An honor to be on one of those shows.
Yeah, it is. It is. And they're
applying lipstick for brown kissing.
What's funny is how Jeff just barely holds it together with tape and popsicles, but it works.
That's hilarious. Taking popsicles. Hey, Wes Moody says, I got food poisoning the first day of 6th grade and puked when I got home.
Yuck. I can't say that in my history of remembering, I don't think I've ever gotten sick from the school food. I will say at least, I mean, I've been to a couple different schools, but for the most part, the food was pretty consistent in all of them. Like, I wouldn't call it good, but I wouldn't call it like prison bad, but I wouldn't know what prison food's like, so I can't say.
Oh my goodness. Let's see. Oh, and thank you, Wes Moody.
I've heard a Hot Pocket in prison is something completely different. I'm sorry.
Oh Lord. I think I saw that in the show Oz, maybe, or maybe I wiped it from my brain. I don't know. Wes Moody said
phrasing.
Oh yeah, I need the phrasing. I need the phrasing clip from Archer.
You said wipe.
Phrasing.
Thank you, Wes, for the
thank you, Wes.
sticker with the popcorn. Thank you so very much. Sorry to hear about the food poisoning. Hey, Hammerschlag, top of the morning, Lorena, Creole, Tom, and Fat Steven, and with the waving, yes. And let's see here. Andrew Broadbent, thank you. Caught up with Toxic Femininity today. Good fun. Yes, that show is always a lot of fun. Luffy is God. Hello. What's with the low ambition here? If you're going to harm animals, go to a zoo and go big. Well, if you're in Florida, shoot, you just go to the swamp.
Yeah, look under your car. You got big right there.
That is true.
If you're Mandy, you got possums.
Yep. Ask Gary. He knows what prison food is.
Oh, no.
I mean, we know, but no.
Prison cooking with Neurotic next in 2021.
Oh, my God.
I put a sandwich in my prison pocket, little crotch pot cooking.
I hot pocketed my Liz Twizzlers every morning.
Yes, you did.
Yeah, Toxic Fam. Thank you so much. Nina was on Toxic Fam last night with us. It was awesome. So glad you could join us. And Larry, thank you for another thumbs up sticker. Dude, you didn't have to do that, but thank you so much. I appreciate that. Oh, so we're all caught up on those. So we did that.
That's one thing about Toxic Fam. You ladies always know how to have a good time. That's for sure.
It is such a good time, and sometimes we get started before the show starts, and it's like we need to save some for the show. Okay.
I don't want to talk about anybody's alcoholism, so.
If you want to hear more about alcoholism,
I don't want to contribute
in the chat.
But I'm not going to discourage.
Tequila or no go.
I don't know, but I will ask, because this show, we kind of go on the premise of that no one has met you before. No one knows anything about you before. So, Tom,
I'm a Virgo. I'm gay. I like
long walks
Judy Garland, long walks on the beach, and pina coladas, and getting caught in the rain.
Mm-hmm.
I also like turning around to bright eyes.
Hey, Darkest Before Dawn. I laughed so hard at school while eating lunch. I closed my mouth and my dessert came out of my nose. Ooh.
Fat Steven, you just gave me a total eclipse of the heart.
Oh, well, I hope I can take your breath away.
Never gonna get. Okay, I'm not gonna go there.
I
was wrong. Nina says, Reina Creole, ask Tom the most important question. Do you ever sleep? Well, that was going to be in conjunction with me asking him about how he got started on YouTube. So, do you ever sleep, Tom?
I used to. I used to love sleep quite a bit. As far as YouTube goes, gosh, I want to say it was almost 5, 6, 7 years now.
Wow.
I first started just doing like random cartoons and skit kind of things and showing old videos from, stuff we did back when. And then tried doing my music thing. That didn't really take off anywhere.
Wait, music.
And next thing you know, I'm, starting to talk about movies and stuff. And Andre gets a hold of me and here I am.
Wait, can I ask a question? What music thing? What music thing?
I write music, and I used to have a channel full of just my music that I wrote.
Really?
Oh, wow. So you used to write like songs from scratch?
They all love songs?
Yeah, they were all about you, Fat Steven.
No, I don't care about me. But I am honored. No, I just didn't know that part. That's pretty cool. Do you know any of them off by heart?
Like to grab a guitar and sing it? No, I mean, I've got some right here on my computer, though, but I mean...
No, I don't mean to go full Nickelback. I was just saying if you actually had any favorites that you remember writing. And
if I'd call them favorites.
Well, what kind of genre of music do you
mostly like just like a rock kind of. I don't know, kind of different mix of stuff.
Because it's interesting because I know your MEAD Radio. Oh my God, your MEAD Radio show is awesome. I keep freaking like missing it, but it's because the music that you put together. I'm like, did you used to DJ at all?
Yeah, I used to DJ for years. I started doing that when I was like 13, and then I was in radio for about a year. I fucked that up because I was young, dumb, and stupid, you know.
What was your DJ
name? I usually just went by my regular name or Tomcat.
Yeah. That's cool. I never knew that.
That is, I did it because I wanted to guess, because there's some people who they're just throw music together, whatever. But no, the way that you would put certain tracks together and themes of music and all that, I'm just like, this guy really knows what he's doing. So I said I have to make a mental note to ask him if he used to be, if he used to be a DJ. So did you DJ like clubs or
usually bars, weddings, birthdays, reunions, that kind of a thing? Yeah. Mostly bars.
I'm still making a wedding singer meme now. Just gonna put your head on.
You know what? I had a flashback because I was gonna say some of the funniest videos I've seen are like DJs at weddings and just the crap that goes on, and some of the funniest things that they say.
I know a lot of people you think even in the chat have been there. Like, I enjoy your MEAD Radio, especially when you had it in the morning. You were doing it like just before Halloween when you actually transitioned to make the MEAD Radio station. Like, I was in there a lot spamming. You got this, you got this, you got this. But like, you're able to handle your chat and requests so fairly that it kind of feels like you're going through your own MP3 player. And a lot of songs you actually play are things that I even forget about it. It's nice having a hear about that. Like that Small Soldiers be bugging you. I feel so bad. You got it yet? Do you got it yet?
No, I actually got both versions. Actually, I got the pop soundtrack and the actual score. So.
Yeah, they're pretty good though. I like some of the mixes they did on the Small Soldiers. I'm sorry I'm getting off topic, but like I just like sharing that.
No, there was actually one day where I kept getting shut down. And I'm like, all right, fuck it. So I started playing my own stuff. So there was a night where I did just start playing a bunch of my own music, like stuff I wrote.
That's awesome.
Yeah, there's a few people who got to hear it.
I loved your Halloween stuff, like the way you were building up to Halloween, how you were doing a lot of like the Halloween scores and like the theme songs for serial killers. Like I enjoyed that. That was great. I had that playing lightly in the background, and I had AMC on the other TV playing like the Michael Myers and Jason marathons like they usually do. So it was kind of fitting.
I just like the Addams Family. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Tom.
No, I was just saying that was a lot of fun. So.
Yeah, that was the thing. The one that hooked me was when he was playing the Addams Family theme song, with MC Hammer version. That was hilarious. I'm like, that is freaking awesome. What they want. I love that movie and the music too. It was cool. So Matt G sends a $2 sticker like, oh my God, Lucinda, congrats on the monopolization. As if I can't do things, Mandy.
Oh my God, Lucinda, congrats on the monopolization. As if. Oh, I can't, man, it makes me hurt my throat.
Thank you, Matt G. And Mr. Tickle Trunks, you sent a super sticker. Canadian $2. It looks like the little Shiba Inu dog with hearts around it. Thank you so very much.
Just share my screen quickly so we can give all those super stickers a thank you right now. There you go. You ready?
Yeah. No
there
sound.
You go, culture. Oh, there's no sound. God,
you boomered it.
I did a Tom.
Boomered it.
Leave me alone.
I don't do that as much as some people do, though.
Yeah, some people just really, really,
I'm.
really
Oh, there we go.
just
Share audio.
boomer
All
that.
right.
Yeah.
boomer
I
that
am a
fucker up.
dumbass.
Okay, try it again.
It's not having to
Try
share
it
audio.
again.
Is it working now?
Try again.
Is it working now?
No.
Play it.
No.
No, you screwed
I
it up.
hate you. I hate you. Okay,
You're gonna have to send it to me just so I can.
I'm gonna have to. As you can see, I am not fully
StreamYard.
awake now, and yeah, go Boomer. Steven.
I could do that StreamYards. Hey, just please smash the like button. Lady Miss, thank you for being here. Karen Prine, Nemrakasam Peeps. I see Tom started the first of his 20 daily live streams early today. Yeah, Tom
normally
did
this
you
is
solid.
Normally this is my morning off until I have to get up for Wes, but yeah. Otherwise, I'm normally doing Midnight's Edge in the morning at this time anyway, so yeah.
Mm-hmm. So I appreciate Tom dropping him. I had to. Tom was one of those, it was on my schedule to bring in for an interview. And I wasn't trying to slight you at all. It's like literally when we started the show, people started coming and just asking to like be on the show, to the point where we're like, I think Fat Steven, we're booked until the middle of December.
We're already planning for season 2, which will start in January 2021.
I can't get anybody booked for our show.
Tom, I have offered how many times, if you need someone to reach out for you, hi, how are you doing? I'm not exclusive to Lorena. And since you are close with Lorena and the other toxic femmes, the same help is attributed to you. And that's kind of.
I'm under the suspicion, though, that you're not the real Steven Seagal. I haven't quite put my finger on it yet.
After the show, I will actually show the cam and I'll let you see who I am. So you can see that I'm real and I'm not really like Nancy Pelosi's.
He's cool.
Crazy poop fest nightmare. Okay.
Oh, hold on. Let me grab this really quick. Hey, Amber, she says, I have an interview for a new job in a few minutes, so I can't stay, but wanted to stop in. So glad you stopped in, Amber. Good luck the job interview. Please let me know how it turns out. I'm rooting for you, girl.
I would like to say, after one quick before the super chat, I'd like to thank everyone in the chat for showing up and giving Lorena the monetization joy. It's great to see so many supporters even before she got monetized still here and still being. So I give you guys a big props and thank you.
I love you guys. You guys are awesome. Let me do the super chat real quick. Latino Slant for $4.99. Gracias, mi amigo. Lorena, sorry I couldn't make it on the panel this morning, but congrats on
stop
the
at this joke.
level. Oh. Hey, Fat Orale Gay. No problem, dude. Or a mango. So glad. So glad that you are here. But yeah, Tom, I definitely wanted to bring in, because another thing that I'm really impressed with Tom, besides the Blu-ray collection, which I'm very envious of, is just how much movie knowledge that you have. And with the state of kind of like how Hollywood is right now, it's just, I know it's disappointing for me, and I know it's probably like a long convoluted answer, but just on the surface, it's like, what's your feelings towards the way that the Hollywood movie industry is now?
It's not the same as when I was younger, of course. And I mean, of course, you could always go through that, rose-tinted glass thing. But no, I mean, when people say it's not the same as it was in the 80s and 90s, it's true. I mean, I just think Hollywood lost its way about 10 years ago, probably. And it's been going down this path ever since. And we've called it the McDonaldization of movies. And of course, now we have the whole other side of it too, which is the political aspect. But before that, even the McDonaldization of the films was creeping in, and it just a lot of it felt like disposable entertainment. Nothing really seemed to stick around. I mean, I'm just sitting, just the amount of entertainment that came out of that era before, and then you go into the 2000s, and it's just like, I'm hard pressed to sit there and think of 5 titles of really great entertainment that isn't something like a Scorsese movie. You know what I mean? Like you're really hard to pull any new real talent out of any of these new pools. And a lot of the new talent is just a lot like the old talent. I mean, look at like JJ. I mean, he's a direct ripoff of Steven Spielberg, you know.
Spielberg's better.
Well, of course,
it's not like a Tarantino.
Exactly, yeah. There's no real voices anymore, like no real strong voices. I guess Nolan would be the only one, but even he's so pretentious and full of himself.
I'm pissed at him about Man of Steel. I will always be pissed at him about Man of Steel.
Yeah, I mean, that movie is his fault. I mean, no matter which way you cut it, because Warner Brothers is like, give us another one of those talking about Batman Begins. And it's like, look, that's where the problem started, no matter if you like the film or not. You know, it's just one of those things. And yeah, I mean, we just kind of reached this point where everything feels like a carbon copy of something else or something we've seen before. Yeah, I just don't feel like we've gotten any of the voices we used to get back in the day. Like, even like the last generation, I guess, would be like your Tarantinos and your Rodriguez's. And that's like the last of them that are like the true original voices in Hollywood. I mean, like I said, anytime I bring up anything new that's even worth a shit, it's generally from somebody like Scorsese or something like that. So it's really difficult. Or like I just watched Hateful Eight again, you know. Again, like anything new that's original that's worth a shit in the last 20 years is far and few between. Otherwise, you know, it's the typical, you know, Big Mac after a Big Mac after a Big Mac. It's all the same shit.
Can I ask a quick question though, Tom?
Oh, hold on one second. Dimaj and I thank you so much for the $2 super chat. He says, "Hey, beautiful Lorena, greetings, Tom and Steven." Wanted to get that out.
Hail Dimaj. Tom, I have a question though. Have you seen Fat Man yet? The new Gibson one?
No, that's one I do want to check out though.
Because I am seeing a lot of people saying that it is good, that they've already seen it. I guess it is out already, but that kind of looks promising as a filler. But I can also understand what you're saying. Everything is either a remake, a real life variant, or Disney crap. Is that about right? There's no actual...
Yeah, or pretty much every movie is pitched like, okay, it's this meets this. You know, it can't be anything original. It's never anything, you know...
Nobody's taking a chance anymore to give what they think they want to make, and they're going with what they think people want to see, and that's where the whole convolutionness is locked.
Right. For every Baby Driver or John Wick we get anymore, we get 24, you know, DC or Marvel movies. And don't get me wrong, I enjoy those films, but I mean...
It's not films. It's filler. It's not like it's something you remember, like the first time you see a Star Wars or the first time you see like the Kirk on screen. I'm just using references. Oh, the first time we saw Ninja Turtles, remember the first Ninja Turtles movie? And even Secret of the Ooze. You don't remember most movies with that same kind of passion, because I don't think there's any more movies made with passion anymore.
I don't. The last movie that I saw that was made with any passion, at least I thought so, and maybe I'm just twisted like this, is Pulp Fiction.
Joker was okay.
Yeah,
I mean, we've had a few highlights, but it's been really...
Fifth Element was my last one.
Slim pickings. Like, again, like that goes back to my whole thing. Either if it's not from a Tarantino or something like that, then it really does just feel like another one of those. I mean, even guys like...
We have Ryan a drunk Johnson, in the chat,
you know.
Yeah, I'm gonna get to you guys in a minute. And actually, we'll get back to this good question by Latino Slant. So, hey, drunk. He sent a $1.99 super sticker. Has the little green teal pear-shaped guy saying, "Hey, you." Well, hey, drunk. So glad that you are here. I think
has he ever been in our show before?
Yeah. Hasn't been in this one. So
about time.
It's an honor. Thank you. Thank you for coming by.
And
also from the lovely, lovely, lovely Lady Toriel, $5 super chat. Heading to bed, long day at work. Congratulations. Tom is so bad in a good way. Yes, he is.
I think everyone loves Tom. I don't think there's anyone that can actually hate Tom, because he's like a Toriel in the way. He's very welcoming, but he's also very knowledgeable. Yes. And he doesn't really outcast you unless you piss him off. I don't think I've ever seen Tom really pissed off.
Wait a minute. Does sober R2D2 always follow drunk 3PO? Because I don't think I've seen you in here before, sober R2D2. So congratulations. Drunk won't appear until you're monetized. No, actually, he's appeared before in a couple of my streams, but not the lunch table. The lunch table stream.
Yes, the last time we saw him was in the Napa show.
Oh, Lord.
Now I'm
the show that will never be monetized whatsoever. We don't talk about that. But Latino Slant has a very good question here. Tom, how about Del Toro and Cuarón?
Guillermo needs a babysitter. Like, he is one of those that he could do so many great things, but he announces 12 things and does none of them. Worse than like Tarantino in that sense. Like, how many different movies has Guillermo del Toro not made now? Like,
he supposed to do the Haunted Mansion reboot, but that never.
Yeah, he was originally attached to The Hobbit. Shit, all the way back. They've tried getting him involved in I don't know how many different franchises over the years. And he's just somebody who just seems to like have a real lackadaisy attitude about getting anything done. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, but he's a great director, don't get me wrong. But again, he feels like one of those you need to be able to channel his passion, or he's just impatient in a way. I don't know how to explain it, but and what was the other one?
Cuarón. Alfonso Cuarón. Or did we just talk about Cuarón? I'm sorry.
No, I'm trying to figure out who that is. I don't recognize the name, believe it or not.
Alfonso did Imama Tambien, and he also directed the third Harry Potter movie. That's where I know him.
Children of Men is the only one of his, or Gravity and Children of Men are good. But another one of those kind of like... the new one? I don't think so.
Okay.
I mean, this guy, I don't know much of his work, so I can't really speak to too much of it outside of the couple of movies I've seen. So, I mean, yeah, I guess you could consider him one of those, but an auteur is one thing. We don't have any Spielbergs anymore. We don't have any Zemeckis anymore. We don't have any of these action directors anymore, or, you know, the really great action directors. You know, we got 20 Michael Bays. We don't need any of those. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. We miss the McTiernans and the Bonhams and all that shit. The guys that would come in and give you something you hadn't seen before, or even, you know, the movie stars aren't the same. Even guys like Arnold Schwarzenegger don't exist anymore. It's really sad.
What's your opinion of Jerry Bruckheimer?
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
It sure as heck is. He should have worked for Don Simpson.
I was gonna say, if you know that story, without Don, though, I think he's just not the same. I think Don was really probably the eye for the talent. Mm-hmm. Because outside of Michael Bay, which was like their last kind of discovery together, everything that Bruckheimer's touched since has just been more generic crap than the next.
Yeah, I would have to agree. That was just something that just subtly seemed to happen. And even the opening for the guests that would show all their films, like usually there were 2 lightning strikes with Jerry Bruckheimer and Don Simpson.
Yeah, now it's
just
the one.
Went to one. And it just seemed Bruckheimer just went really generic. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love CSI, but it seems he was just into everything. And then Pirates of the Caribbean franchise, where he did that. And yeah, it wasn't the same, I guess, creative power that he had when he was with Don Simpson.
Nah, because those two had a track record like you wouldn't believe, you know, going back to shit like Flashdance and Beverly Hills Cop and Top Gun. And I mean, just the list goes on and on of the things that they produced up through the 90s when, you know, Don died. And like I said, like you're saying, you know, everything after that is pretty much just somebody trying to be Don Simpson and Jerry Bruckheimer more than anything, it seems like.
Don Simpson used to troll people like a boss. He would fax people to tell them their movies sucked.
Can I ask a quick question, Tom?
Yeah.
Yeah, what's your favorite Steven Seagal movie?
Honestly, I'm not a Steven Seagal fan.
You bastard.
I don't really like him at all. That one that he did with didn't he do one with like Tupac or some shit like that?
I think so.
Yeah, there was one of those movies I didn't think was too bad.
Tupac?
Like there was one he did in like
Exit. You talk about Exit Wounds, right?
Maybe Exit Wounds or something like that wasn't horrible.
You didn't even like my short film where I beat up Ryan Johnson?
Maybe that was pretty good.
Okay. Bye, Nina. Let's
Take care.
That was 2001, and I think that was with DMX, actually.
Okay, sorry.
Rough Riders. Sorry.
Oh, now before I forget, Disney hit 150 today. Good God, what crack are they smoking?
Oh, wait, they only have 150 employees left?
No, 150 stock price, which is freaking insane. Well, they might wind up eventually getting to 150. Folks, like up to 50 people were watching. Thank you. But let me get to these super stickers and super chats. Clobbering Times, who we will have on the show in a few weeks, sends a $1.49 super sticker, and it is a box of popcorn. Well, thank you so much for that.
I got it now. I got that for culture.
And also Commander Ed Stracker of Shadow. I love that ABI. Congrats on being monetized. And he sends a $2 super chat. Thank you so much for that. And Mr. Tickle Trunks, thank you for $5 Canadian. He asks, how about Denis Villeneuve's work? I absolutely loved Arrival and Sicario, but he did do Blade Runner 2049. So what do you think, Tom?
See, actually, I kind of liked Blade Runner 2049, but I did not like the end of Arrival. I felt like Arrival was a big cheat.
How so?
Just the whole time traveling bullshit. It's just you got an alien movie. You don't need to add in time traveling. It's stupid. Denny is kind of. I'm not sure he's found his voice yet. I really am not. I mean, as big as Arrival and Cicero were, or Cesario, however you say it.
Sicario.
Sicario, whatever.
Hitman.
Yeah, I'm not quite feeling him having a voice yet. Maybe with Dune. Because Blade Runner, he's doing Ridley Scott, and Arrival felt more like a Robert Zemeckis kind of movie, and so on like that. Because that's just my personal opinion. I don't feel like he's found a voice yet, but he sure can spend money.
I didn't even know who Denis Villeneuve was. I'd never heard of him before at all. And I think I'd heard of the Blade Runner 2049 reboot, but I'm one of those where I'm such a purist about the original Blade Runner. I don't want that memory sullied.
It's not the worst movie in the world, but I mean, I've heard both extremes. I've heard it feels like if you're the bigger fan you are of Blade Runner, the less you enjoy it, I guess. I don't know.
Because Blade Runner was one of those. It was one of my favorites. It was iconic for me. Probably because of how much I like Ridley Scott as a director, but I just didn't want to. Well, maybe I'll see it one day.
I'm one of those where I feel like the talent died with the cocaine overdose, but that's just me.
It's something. It's sad to say, but it's something about cocaine. I don't know.
Well, Tony, just to me, even though he did more of the action-oriented stuff, just felt like he had the stronger voice, and Ridley just likes to fucking diddle. Like, he doesn't. He's like George Lucas. He never really knows what he wants until it's too late. It's like.
Well, Culture, thank you so much for the super sticker, which is a Doomacorn. I can't do it like Miringo. I can't do that.
I did send you the file, though. On Discord.
You did? Oh, okay. Okay. Knowing me, I'll try to switch to it. My StreamYards will crash.
But yeah, I mean, the original Blade Runner, I kind of find dour and hard to follow. It's beautiful to look at, though. But it's just, yeah.
It's a very visually
2049 though. Yeah, 2049 felt like it had a bit more direction to it, though. I mean, and again, I can understand people not liking it because it does give you answers about the first film you may not agree with. So,
yeah, but I'll have to break down and see it and then make a comparison. It's one of those things where you're just so invested in the original. It's like it's hard sometimes to check out the reboot.
well, the money's definitely on screen. I mean, that movie wears its $200 million price tag. That's for sure.
Whew. Man, Culture Casino sends a $20 super chat. Dude, thank you so much. My goodness. He says, congrats on monetization. You truly deserve it. Culture is one of those, he's been around since the beginning too, just like Tom. Excellent supporter. He's got great shows. He's got one coming up with Tom in about hour and 10
If I don't
minutes.
pass back out, yeah.
Hour 10 minutes. And he's also one of the panelists on Welcome to Florida, where we talk about all kinds of crazy Florida man stuff, dismal Disney news, and just generally have a great time. But thank you so much, dude, for your support of the channel. You guys are so generous. You guys are so freaking generous. Decker was a replicant. Yeah, I heard that, and it kind of made me throw up my hands.
Since we got Tom here, I know this is going to be a debate from hell, but Tom, is Die Hard a Christmas movie?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Finally, panel agrees on everything.
It's pretty simple.
Right. Yeah, they even play Christmas music in the movie.
Well, right. If you even ignore that fact, I've even seen people try to make the argument, well, you can take Christmas out of the equation and it's like, no, you can't.
No,
you really can't, because the entire situation is predicated on Christmas, kind of like Gremlins. It's like it's a movie you can watch any time of the year, but the plot is specifically tied to Christmas.
Absolutely.
In this instance, you have, the entire plot of the terrorists going down has everything to do with the building being empty and everybody in the building being in one place, which does not happen on every holiday, but generally on Christmas and Christmas only. And the same thing with having, John McClane make that trip to see his family. Christmas seems like the logical reason. You know what I mean? Like, and on top of just the several things that Christmas is hung on in that movie, it's really difficult to separate it from being a Christmas movie.
Absolutely.
Christmas
That's right,
movie.
Soul Assassin. It ain't Christmas without hearing yippee
Yippee-ki-yay.
Yippee-ki-yay. But that even the Cleveland show did an homage to Die Hard specifically as a Christmas movie, because it kicked it off saying, I remember Christmas, so-and-so and whatever. And the whole episode was just him spoofing Die Hard. It was fun. It was
welcome
fun.
to the party, pal.
Not every Christmas movie was released at Christmas. Just remember that.
Yeah.
That's very true.
Okay, I had one more question to add to that. Who would win in a fight? Bruce Willis from Die Hard during the Christmas season, or Arnold Schwarzenegger as Turbo Man in Jingle All the Way?
I think John McClane's got the edge on that one.
Yeah.
But he has jump rocket packs.
Doesn't matter.
John McClane jumped off a building, though.
And he's from Philly, so I got to be Team McClane on that one. Hey, Karen, Culture is excellent. Just waiting for your join button, Lorena. Yeah, hopefully I'll get one of those. I'm just like tripping off of being monetized.
John, that is Jingle All the Way with Arnold Schwarzenegger and Sinbad.
Yes.
Here's an unpopular opinion. That's like one of my least favorite Schwarzenegger movies.
Really? It has its moments, but it's nothing great.
It does, but to me, it's one of the more over
I still think he would have played a better Santa Claus than Tim Allen. It would have been funny.
Honestly, now that you say that, the humor, I think, would have been, if Harold Ramis would have directed it, and you had Danny DeVito as like the head elf.
Yeah. Oh, and Tim Allen could have been True Lies. That would have been hilarious.
No.
Hey, Mandy. She says, has Steven beaten anyone up today yet?
Hey, Mandy. I have not beaten anyone up yet. I'm glad you didn't
beat
get
up a
the
breakfast
idea.
sandwich.
I beat up a whole box of breakfast burritos, let me tell you.
Hey, Kai. And he says The Ref is the best Christmas
That's
movie.
A good movie I've not seen in a long time.
I forgot about The Ref.
Is that the one where they hold the family hostage?
Yes. Yeah.
I have.
Dennis Leary.
God.
Yeah.
Okay, then one more question since we're on this. All you guys have seen the claymation stuff like Rudolph and like Cornelia, all the claymation they did, or stop animation Christmas shows like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
The Rankin-based stuff, yeah.
Yeah, out of all of them, do you consider Christmas in July a Christmas movie still?
I don't think I've seen that one.
It's the one where they're literally it's the one where they're at the circus or something and they leave the North Pole. No one remembers this one.
No.
I do vaguely, but it must not have been good enough that it lived on.
There goes okay, that's it for my questions. I'm gonna go.
Where did Amanda go? Unpopular opinion: Die Hard is a better Christmas movie than A Christmas Story. I will say I've saw Die Hard so many times. I didn't know what A Christmas Story was until maybe about 2 years ago.
You'll shoot your eye out.
Yeah. Then I saw it and I was like, okay. It was all right, but wasn't like that. Oh my gosh, 57 people watching. You guys are awesome. Yeah. Tom is our guest from MEAD from Midnight's Edge. And let me hit these last two super chats here, both from the same person. Mr. Tickle Trunk for Canadian $5. The first one says, also, why the hell is Tom in most streams I watch on the daily? Stop following me. And for another $2 Canadian. Oh, and congrats again on the monetization, Lorena. Well, thank you so much. Yeah, Tom is like everywhere. And not only is he just like everywhere, he's on so many streams from like large channels to small channels. And one of the things that I love about Tom is he's just always out there supporting. I mean, always, no matter how small you are, he always wants to lend a hand to help out in the fandom. So I appreciate that. I appreciate all of his support. I love the fact, and I do not believe that it's a coincidence that the first stream that I get to monetize is the one that he's on.
Well, I'm honored.
I can agree with that because I've been watching Tom for a while, the same as Lorena, and he has the same presence as a lot of people out there. Not only does he do a lot of the work in the back, he's there also up front with his knowledge, and he supports pretty much everyone. You are a very good 7-Eleven whore. Everyone's getting a turn in a slushie, so it works out. But I think a lot of people owe you just as much as thanks over any super chat that's ever given to you, man, because you give a lot. I know Andre gives a lot. Your guys' shows are doing well, and you make everyone better just because you accept them in without, you know what I mean, the nonsense. And that's something we need more of.
Yeah, but I'll take super chats.
He will take super chats in the form of a
super
burrito.
Chats. Do the super chats, man. So with that, we're gonna go and wrap it up. Tom, is there anything else you want the folks to know about your channels, what you have coming up?
Sub to MEAD Radio.
We've got some big interviews coming up. I know that. Outside of that, just sub to MEAD Radio, Midnight's Edge After Dark. Don't forget to check out the main channel as well. We're just continuing to truck along and do the best we can to bring you guys all the news and entertainment information we can as far as our expertise goes.
Also, you have a P.O. box, Tom, right?
Yeah, P.O. Box 325, Hillsboro, Wisconsin, 54634. 54634, yeah. Well,
you heard that, chat. So what he wants is all the Star Trek Discovery box sets that he can get. P.O. box.
You know, that wouldn't be such a bad thing if they weren't worth a shit to pawn them off, but pawn shops won't give you shit for it.
Dang. They're just like, no, we don't want them.
It's an STD Christmas. You get one. You get one. You get one. You get one. There you go.
There's a huge line for chlamydia testing after Star Trek Discovery went to box sets.
Surprisingly, we haven't got a bunch of stuff in the mailbox, but we have gotten a few things. One of these days, we'll go through a couple of things we got.
That'd be cool. Tom unboxes his breakfast.
Oh man! Well, folks, thank you so much for coming. Tom is supposed to be on Culture's channel at 2 p.m. Eastern for
like an hour away.
The Tuesday show.
Yeah, we've been doing a Tuesday show now for a couple of weeks.
Yeah,
actually, it's been a couple of months now. Gosh, I mean, I've missed a couple of them, but yeah, I'm awake, and if I missed today, I'm sure I would never hear the end of it since I was here. So,
earplugs.
Culture, if he misses your show, it's my fault. Okay, you can blame me. It's all right. Well, everyone, thank you so much for coming. Take care. If you're watching the replay, thank you so much for watching the replay. Please do share the link out. Subscribe to everyone on the panel if you have not. And even if you are subscribed, double check to make sure that you are still subscribed. So with that, take care, everyone. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Burrito.